I think developing education is at the core of preparing for all of this modernization vision. If you think about it, the upcoming generation and human capital is one of the largest resources that we have as a country, as Jordan. And given that we're a service-based economy, it's extremely important to make sure that we're setting up the upcoming generation for future success. And a lot of the discussions that have been going on today in the different forums and panels is how do we make sure that we're setting up the upcoming generation for future employability, given that there's a lot of change in terms of job requirements, new technologies, new advancements, some jobs being lost, other jobs being created. And the second is making sure that the upcoming generation is not overqualified and underskilled. Because we can easily fall into the trap, which you could argue is already a challenge today, of having a generation that is slightly overqualified yet underskilled in terms of the skills requirement to match the job market. When it comes to technology, students or kids that are being born today are being born at the same year that ChatGPT was released. Or Bard or all these other AI products. So it's extremely important for us to recognize that this generation is going to be wired in a completely different way than the way we were learning. So technology has to be a core part of the entire education system. I think if you think about it on the public sector side, the government is definitely trying to take some initiatives in making sure that technology is being introduced to the way, to the entire educational system. But then I'd also like to tell you a bit about the private sector and Abwab, which is a local Jordanian startup that is today present across Jordan, Egypt, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia, which I'm the founder of, amongst two other founders and an extremely strong team. And essentially, we're an education technology startup supporting students and supplementing their learning in order to excel and get ahead at school. And essentially, we utilize technology to deliver the best learning experiences to students, make them affordable, and deliver it to scale across the masses. And through technology and the power of AI, we're able to deliver to students a guided learning experience where they are able to learn what they're supposed to be learning at school, supplement their education. Because if you face reality, in a lot of villages and rural areas, some students don't have access to the best quality teachers. Sometimes you would go to a neighborhood in a village where you might be missing a physics teacher for an entire semester. With the power of technology, students will be able to gauge their level of understanding and the strength of their performance and progress through a continuous feedback mechanism that is provided through the apps that they use, such as Abwab, for example, and the other apps that exist in the market. So the way I see it is, today we live in an age and a world where technology needs to be a core part of every student's learning journey. The future developments of AI will be able to provide every student with a personalized and adaptive learning experience that matches their own learning pace and learning ability. So for example, if I as a student am asked a question of 1 + 1 and I answer 0, for example, the AI should pick up that I made a mistake between subtraction and addition, that it's 1 + 1, not 1 - 1. And for that, it will be able to curate the learning experience for me to make sure that I revise and learn what's relevant for me to improve my cognitive skills. And we're still in the very early days of that. AI is going to be unleashing the potential of how students learn and develop, and hopefully be able to build for future generations of success.